Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here for the next Skyrim video on the channel. This one is going to be the first of our role-playing series, and the name of this character is going to be the Black Widow. Now, before I get into the character screen, I'm going to tell you why we're where we are. I wanted to build my character before we got to all of this so that I had like the right look for what I was going with. We really had it down to like a few races. We had Wood Elf, a Khajiit, a Dark Elf, and an Argonian. Now, Argonian and Khajiit obviously are extremely good at sneaking and have, good abilities for that and stuff like that. We just did a Khajiit, so I didn't really want to do them again. Argonians don't really have any. I mean, their racial bonuses are kind of nice, but overall their abilities aren't. They're not good enough to warrant picking them up. And do I want to go Dark Elf or Wood Elf? The biggest benefit to the Wood, and yes, this is a female character. Well, I think by Black Widow you probably figured that out. The Wood Elf. Okay, so the reason why you would want the Wood Elf is because these are their thief type abilities. Archery 25, light armor 20, sneak 20, lockpicking 20, pickpocket 20, speech 15, alchemy 20. So they have bonuses in all of the thief abilities other than speech. Now for the Dark Elf, it goes archery 15, light armor 20, sneak 20, lockpicking 15, pickpocket 15, speech 15, alchemy 20. So really, the problem with the Dark Elf, it honestly kind of fits better with the backstory, but the abilities just weren't there. So I think we're going to go with a Wood Elf. And this is our character, and while we're going through the whole beginning part, is this the color? Yep, that's definitely the one. Here, let me make sure that I have the hair that I want. Gotta get our hair did. Actually, I think I like that one better. Okay. We're just gonna name her Widow.
Not many wood elves would choose to come alone to Skyrim.
That's like the least racist thing he says to any of them, other than the Nord.
Forget the list.
Okay,
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry.
So let's go over the
Follow the captain, prisoner.
the backstory. Okay, so the Black Widow was trained since birth in the art of manipulation, thievery, and murder. Founded as an infant by a former Morag Tongue assassin, the Black Widow was brought to live with the assassin at her current place of employment, a brothel. Brothel, however, was just a cover for a much more ominous organization, the Sisterhood of Shadows. The Sisterhood of Shadows was founded by former members of three prominent assassin groups, the Shadow Scales, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Morag Tongue. It was a group of all-female assassins and thieves. The Sisterhood would take any assassination mission, no matter the target, and any heist job, no matter the score. They were fearless and relentless. The Sisterhood was enamored by the idea of the Black Widow, an infant that they could mold into their ideal image, and mold they did. The Black Widow would become the most skilled assassin in the Sisterhood, wielding bows and daggers with deadly efficiency, and was also quite the accomplished locksmith and pickpocket. The Sisterhood had big plans for the Black Widow, plans that would send her to Skyrim. The higher-ups in the Sisterhood had heard tales that both the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood factions in Skyrim were crumbling. This would give them a chance to cement a foothold in Skyrim, where they'd take control of them, and the Black Widow was the perfect weapon with which to execute their master plan. Okay, so not much to the backstory. Basically, she was found as an orphan at this brothel. I don't think there's anything. The Sisterhood of Shadows I made up, I think. I don't know. There could be an organization similar. The Morag Tongue, the Shadow Scales, and the Dark Brotherhood are obviously all things. The Morag Tongue you encounter in Solstheim, they're a group out of Morrowind. They're typically like dark elves, and the Shadow Scales are very specific. They're Argonians that are born under the sign of the moon, I think, and they're like destined to be assassins. But yeah. Anyway, so that's the main backstory. They're it's all female assassins they're female. Um, they prefer females because it was all females that started it, and being naturally smaller and they're more agile and are better suited for doing the sneaking and assassinating type stuff. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. As far as weapons, it's gonna be a sneaky type playthrough. Stealth archer, and also daggers. The bow is gonna be the main area that we use, and we're gonna get a really good bow for this super early on. That reminds me though, we actually need to up this to adept. So yeah, we're gonna get a really good bow early on that's gonna carry us for the entirety of the game. Like, we won't replace it once we get it. We may get another bow just for convenience's sake in other areas. Like just normal combat. But other than that, I don't see that happening. So yeah, early on we're going to be leveling up sneak, and to do that we're going to have to do some cheesy stuff here to Rayloff. Poor guy. But yeah, we want to get our sneak up pretty freaking high at the beginning of the game. I don't know if I'll get it to 100 or not, but
Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings.
we're gonna get it up there. And the good thing about using a wood elf is our yeah, so we'll see take a look at our skills here. Since our archery's at 25, it's not going to be as difficult to get it up to 50 with Feindal. And with the sneak, lockpicking, and light armor and pickpocket up there, it's all in a really good situation for us to level up easily.
Give that axe a few swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out of here.
General things about this. We're going to be doing Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild really early on. The goal, Dark Brotherhood first, and then the Thieves Guild. The goal of the goal with the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild both is to get them to get them up to the max potential of each organization. We're probably going to be doing the we're going to go through and do the Bard's College stuff too. Just purely because oh wait, he had a dagger. So yeah, we're going to want to favorite that. And in normal hand-to-hand combat where we're not sneaking, which isn't going to be very often, we'll probably use dual daggers. This build is also going to very much be a light cannon, or a glass cannon. We're going to prioritize stamina first, and then we're going to put a few points into magicka, but not many, because we are going to be using we're going to be using one illusion spell specifically, and it's a new one from the Anniversary Edition. So let's actually... Yeah. I say that we're going to use dual daggers. I am really bad at dual wielding weapons in Skyrim. See, like... Oh, well, he was dead, but... What else? Yeah, Dark Brotherhood. We'll be making our way over to Solstheim and doing stuff there. As far as the whole Dragonborn situation goes, we're not going to be real worried about that, because, like, that's 100% not what she's here for. But, you know, if she will probably feel eventually like that, the whole Dragonborn thing, training, getting stronger with that would help her in her end game goals. Okay, so yeah, I don't like this. Don't like the second dagger. That's weird.
Wait a second. Looks like something in this cage.
So I don't know if he gives you two. I don't know if he gives you these lockpicks regardless. I've never noticed them before, but I know for a fact if you wait to open this until after he says something about it, you will get 12 lockpicks. Plus, there's actually there's two that I didn't pick up. Hold on. There are a couple over here. Lockpick. Cool. But the Black Widow, like, all in all, is not a bad person. I mean, she's kind of just... She was turned into a weapon, basically. And so, honestly, like, her whole journey through Skyrim is going to be her kind of discovering her moral compass and where she is. So she's still willing to help people, but she's also not a goody two-shoes by any means. She's okay with murdering people. She's okay with stealing. And she'll definitely help people if it benefits her. And she is definitely she's definitely a supporter of the Daedra. Specifically ones like Mephala, Boethia, Azura. Why am I not doing any damage to him? Oh, okay. I guess he was locked into an animation with this other Stormcloak. I guess she said not our lucky day, but like it could be worse. We could have gotten killed by the dragon. We could have gotten our head chopped off. I think the really unlucky one is that first guy that went. He gets his head lopped off, and then like 2 minutes later, a dragon comes and ruins the whole thing. So, you want to talk about the unluckiest person in Skyrim? It's him. He may be up there, top 10 unluckiest people in video games. I know he said, "Oh, you know, my ancestors are smiling on me. I'm happy to go to Sovngarde," but like, at the end of the day, I think he'd be a lot happier if he, you know, was no longer headless. Okay. Yeah, when we get that other bow, you will, or get our unique bow, you'll understand why we won't be using anything else. Ever. So it is that good. Okay, so level up. So if you put points into sneak and get up through to Assassin's Blade, you really don't need to worry about one-handed. Don't necessarily need to worry about archery either, but it's nicer. Well, one-handed, all the only perk we'd really want anyway is the damage boosting one. I'm going to show y'all what we do here, and we'll kind of use that to talk up the series a little bit. Take this.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her?
So this is about to be the official sneaking tutorial for Skyrim.
Sneak by. Just take it nice and slow. And watch where you step.
Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow.
So that means we can come up to him and do sneak attacks.
Go ahead.
The fun thing about that,
Watch your back.
when you do that, it levels up sneak really fast. Ideally, we get to level 50. But if you're going to do this, you want to be in this spot here. Not this spot specifically, but you want to be in this section. Okay, sneak's increased to 30. Let's... Oh, actually, it's 34. I'm behind. So we'll go with backstab, which sneak attacks with one-handed weapons now do 6 times damage. Lockpicking, I'm not super worried about, but we do want pickpocket because pickpocket is very dependent on skill level. We're gonna have to back up in a second so the bear can't see us. Perks to increase 1. My sneak is at 37. I'll level up, or get it leveled up 3 more times, and then we'll be good to go.
I'm on your side.
Okay, sneak increase to 40. Sneak attacks with bows now do 3 times damage.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? I'm on your side. What are you doing?
We'll get to level 50
What are you doing?
real easy.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, be careful.
So 48.
I'm on your side. What are you doing?
And sometimes it's weird on whether stuff will count as a sneak attack or not. Like, that didn't count. But that did. I don't know. That, I guess, did. That did.
What are you doing?
That, I guess, did. Okay, what are we looking at here? We got time.
Water. What are you doing?
And yeah, now you can see that daggers are doing an absurd amount of. We're gonna get Magicka probably to like somewhere between 130 and 150, and then we're gonna give it up, or we're gonna switch back to stamina. I would like silent roll, so I need to level up one more time, at least. I also need him to stand up.
I'm on your side. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Come on, Rayloff. Come over here. You're too hard to hit right now.
What are you doing? Hey, be careful.
3,
Watch it.
54,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
55.
Hey, be careful. Watch it.
56.
I'm on your side.
Oh, we increased our one-handed. Come on. What is our sneak at? We're gonna get it to 60, and then we will move on. But yeah, no Civil War quest line for us. We don't care. We're not super concerned with the Dragonborn thing until later. Companions are a no.
I'm on your side. What are you doing?
For the Dawn Guard, even though being a vampire would make our sneaking better, we are actually not going to do it. We're going to go with the we're actually going to side with the Dawn Guard, specifically for the reason that it, well, for one, being a vampire sucks, and two, roleplay wise, I think she would view the Volkihar vampires as a threat to what she's trying to do. I mean, the Dawn Guard is not at all interested in her goings on, you know? Okay, where's the bear? Okay, the bear's over there. I'm pretty sure if we hit the bear, we'll kill it. Oh, damn. That's unfortunate. And now, for the foreseeable future, we're going to switch over to a bow. We will be going to Faendal, get him to
Wait.
level up our archery for us. And again, I think from an aesthetic or a role-playing standpoint, I think that is going to be really valuable for us. fits in really well with the whole role-playing thing. 'Cause like I said, she's really big on the whole deception aspect of everything. And you know, the whole thing with Faendal and Sven is they're trying to vie for Camilla's affection. She gets the companionship angle too from her time in the brothel, and yeah, and again the deception. You know, he's trying to deceive Camilla into thinking that Sven said something that he didn't. Yeah, if you didn't know this was over here, there's a little Talos shrine that got raided by a Thalmor. And he always has 2 pieces of enchanted gear on him. One is the Thalmor robes, which we took. The other is just a random bit of enchanted gear. It could be, well, not anything, but it can be a lot of stuff. And then, yeah, from there, you go up here. Let me make sure I hit this guy. I think that fell short. That's wild. How did I get discovered? They can't see me. This will be a lot easier with the bow that we get.
Sure have mercy on you.
Damn. Damn.
Do your worst.
Okay, y'all can fuck right off with these shields.
I'll mount your head on my wall. Die, hero.
Get a little bit of a different ensemble going. And at some point in the series, we'll figure out like how our character's going to end up looking as far as armor and stuff goes. Oh, hey, it's another woman. Damn, we have an arrow right through our noggin. And you want to take this treasure map because it makes a new it makes a chest become available. Okay, so we're gonna level up. I think 130 is fine on that for now. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a few points into archery. And we'll get that. And we're going to get the Thief Stone for now. There's Tolskir the Wanderer. And that didn't kill her. Whack. You know why it didn't kill her? So we have a better option. No, we don't. I thought we had a steel dagger. Let's pick this lock here. Ooh, I'm actually going to wear that. I'm not super fond of the look, but it will help a lot. Now we're going to go across the way for a couple reasons. Reason number 1, we have stuff to disenchant. Reason number 2, there is a skill book in here that we want to use.
I'm just a poor old woman, dear. No need to trouble yourself with me.
Okay, now we have a steel dagger. Actually, I might as well take those and sell them. So yeah, read Song of the Alchemists. Which increased our alchemy to 21. I don't know why I took that, because we can't do anything with it. This also gives us a chance to improve our lockpicking, which did in fact level up. Okay, disenchant. That, and that. Okay, so those were a few of the things. And next, let's go down here. Now, I know you're wondering, why on earth are you bothering to go down here? Well, you see this deer? This dead deer ate a flawless emerald, apparently. It's kind of odd, but it's also pretty neat. I like the idea of them doing like random stuff like that in the game, because that could 100% happen. Oh, he did. I'm close to finding the Steel Mace of Cold. I've tracked it down to Red Eagle Redoubt. It's apparently guarded by a forsworn Briarheart. Okay, well, we'll take that. Actually, hold on. Did the fur armor, I think, actually does more. Yeah, it does. So we've got the Flawless Emerald that we can sell. We've got... What did we have? You know, just general armor and swords and stuff. We've got those mage's robes. And we have whatever's in this chest. Amethyst, a corundum ingot, gold, a petty soul gem, and a silver garnet ring. I would also like to use a backpack, but again, we're all about the aesthetic and the RPG aspect of this, and it doesn't really fit. Okay, so...
Greetings, Sister Elf. Good to see a familiar face so far.
So, make the case here that she saw another wood elf and was like, oh, hey.
Occasionally, he finds time to do his
You know, maybe she didn't see a lot of them in her time with the sisterhood.
As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I don't need your jokes right now. But maybe you have a...
And you know what's really funny is
Camilla needs some help seeing
you can actually marry Camilla after you do this or after you go get the golden claw. You can actually marry her. So like all of this is useless. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We'll get our archery leveled up a little bit from him. It's not like archery isn't something that we're gonna level up a lot anyway. Oh, there's the Dawn Guard guy. That again will be low priority.
Until next time. Raylo, what are you doing here?
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Sure.
Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard.
Well, we are actually going to go to Riften because we have a couple of things we have to do there. We've got to get the Dark Brotherhood quest started off as early as we can.
You look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pighead. Another poem. What's this? You can tell Sven that he already has a mother.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard. Take a look.
Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. We're gonna keep the Night Falls on Sentinel because if I don't know if y'all remember or not, but in the was that in the, nope, that wasn't in this one. Never mind. That was something that I recorded and ended up not uploading. So
Back to cleaning the store.
sorry about the little tease there. Anyway, there's somebody that wants that book that we didn't sell, so we're gonna keep it around. It's to become Thane of Dawnguard.
Riverwood's agreeable
Dawnstar.
enough, I suppose. For a Nordville. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold. Lead the way.
Okay, so we'll do this, and
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
we're also going to end up
What
taking.
do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
And as far as this goes, she would definitely view this as taking advantage of a man, using, you know, her looks and her charm and everything. Okay, go Eagle Eye. It's nice that we can already get this, and we've only trained once.
Show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. I'll head back home if you need me.
Okay, we're going to leave him here because we definitely do not need a follower. By any means.
Now, Rayl, what's going on? You two look pretty well done in.
I did this one time, and I came over here, and that kid's dog, Stump, was just sitting here, and I was like, man, he looks dead. And I go over and look, and he was dead.
Well, the news
I was like, what the heck? Who killed the dog?
Of course. Oh, what's this all about? What are you
Gonna
doing?
come take all her shit. Ooh, put that on.
It would explain what I saw earlier. I don't know. Things just... The Yarl needs to... We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Okay, so, yeah, we'll put this on. And we still look okay. Nope, that's not what I want. We need to, favorite that steel dagger, though. And we will be looking to improve on our dagger as often as we can. There's a couple of unique ones that we can get. Why am I not getting a sneaking boost? Whack. Noise. Got one arrow out of that. Okay, I know there's another arrow. Oh, yes, there's another arrow up here because I fired one and missed. I know there's another wolf up here. It's just acting a fool. Where you is? Come on. He gone. Ooh. There's an elk. I don't know why I didn't get a sneak attack on that one. At least for the first one. I wonder where this tree came from. Okay, there's an iron ore vein right there. If you're ever in the market. And I'm going to try and do a good bit of the... We're going to probably do all of the Daedric quests. I want to try and do some of the anniversary edition stuff that we didn't do in the last playthrough. We won't be messing with fishing. Well, there would be a benefit to messing with fishing because you can actually get a really, really good dagger out of it, but okay.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here.
Ah, a letter from the Yarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
And then I think the Black Widow would also try and become, eventually would try and become Thane of a bunch of different holds. Again, just for the ability to spread her power and influence all over Skyrim. Because again, her primary objective here is to make the presence of the Sisterhood of Shadows known.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
And any opportunity we get to upgrade our speech is much appreciated. Oh, we're only at 42 minutes in this episode.
We must have more swords for the Imperials.
Got some good people.
Just gonna interrupt y'all real quick. Never mind, I don't have anything I can sell to you.
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
I'm gonna wait 13 hours because it's a lot of the stuff that happens in here is a lot easier to do in the, or I can do it now. The daytime, like we can get some free gold from Carlotta for going and telling Mikhail to butt a stump.
I ain't done nothing. What?
So we want to do this,
Thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
and then
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
Life's hard enough with that bard. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mares. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
and I'm not gonna try and pick up a bunch of missions right now either. That's it's gonna be a pain if we do.
I'm a bard by trade. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? Maybe you're right.
So yeah, you can always pass that speech check just simply by going and
It's the leaving.
getting the gift of charity. So
Security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
he is the most random dude in Whiterun. Like, what is his goal? Or like, what is his purpose? All he does is complain about the security in Whiterun. He's a bard. She's a companion. She owns the inn. She has a story or has a mission about her. She tells fortunes. She sells trinkets and is a part of one of the big families. He's part of the other big family. He is just an ass. You can marry her, and she takes over the inn if the other one dies. He works in the hunting place. Carlotta sells stuff. You've got Bellathor at the general goods store. You got the kid that works for Bellathor.
I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
So free 400 gold. Ulfrid, patron of the great clan Battleborn. You've got Arcadia. I think that's our name. Danica's at the Gilder Green, or she is the Temple of Kinnereth. You got all the companions. You've got the Temple of Talos guy, or the Shrine of Talos guy. You got the guy that's in the Hall of the Undead. And then up here you've got, well, down at the forge you've got Adrienne and her husband. Okay, so they've got a purpose. You got all the guards, they've got purposes. And here you've got Irilith. I think she is the house carl. Preventus is his steward. There's another guy that I think is his brother or cousin or just something.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
And you got the Yarl. Oh yeah, this guy. What's his name? Hrungar.
I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy.
Okay, and apparently he serves as the weapon too. And then you've got Farengar in there, who's the court wizard, and also the court ass, but...
Was right.
Yeah, that's right, she was right.
What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust
Oh, that's interesting. That is the exact same face paint I was going to give to our character if they were if they ended up being a dark elf. Dark elves, I think, are the only ones that can have that face paint, but I really like it. And the idea I was going to say was that, like, oh, that's the face paint of the Sisterhood of Shadows. They use that to, like, signify themselves. But now that's the idea for the current face paint we have.
Yes, my Yarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return.
We actually have a belly button. What do you know?
That would be best.
That would be best.
Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned about this. I am here for one thing and one thing only.
I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token
Don't need
of
that.
my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents? Perhaps.
My particular talents,
Now, let's
perhaps?
Go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Okay. Preventus, do you have a mission for me? Yes, you do. Okay, so that's interesting. You can buy the Tundra Homestead, which is the one outside the city, now, but you cannot buy Breeze Home. Okay, so in order to start this mission, you apparently just have to get to Whiterun. You come up to Preventus, and you say, is there anything you need from me?
Of course. It's all in this note.
And he'll say, of course, it's all in this note, because it's all they can say. We've started the mission in the shadows. Now, that is going to be it for this episode. In the next one, we'll discover what that mission is all about. We'll get started on it, and we will start the journey to the only bow that you really need in Skyrim as of Anniversary Edition. Anyway, I hope you guys are excited for this new playthrough. I definitely am. I know the sneak archer thing is kind of a meme at this point, but it's a meme for a reason. It's fun. It's good. You know, I don't want to work as hard as I had to with my brawler kitty cat. So, just let me live. Let me prosper. Let me be me. So, anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one.